Hello, Faulkner family. Today our guest is Uduak Afangideh. She's a professor here in biological sciences. So, Dr. Uduak, can you share with us your encouraging word?
Hey guys, so I am Uduak Afangideh, and I'm glad for this privilege, this opportunity to just talk to you guys just a little bit as we're all dealing with our new reality here. And I'm going to share with you guys something that came about from an activity that I do in my classes. So in my biology classes, one of the things I ask my students to do is share a passage of scripture that has meaning for them or stands out to them. And so we do this the first 3-4 minutes of class whenever we meet. And I have enjoyed listening to these students as they talk about passages and why these passages are meaningful to them. In these days, as we go through this whole issue with COVID-19 and trying to adjust and our new normal, I've been reminded of a passage that a student shared a few years ago. And it's Psalm 56, verse 3. And she shared this, talked about why it was meaningful to her. And I've had reason to just keep going back to this. It's short and it's simple. It's so easy to remember. But Psalm 56, verse 3 says, "Whenever I am afraid, I will trust in you." And so in these days, it's easy to be afraid. We don't know what's going on. This is something that we didn't plan for. This is something that we had no idea was coming. So we didn't have a plan in place. And we're all just kind of having to roll along with it and try to make sense out of it all. And what I get out of this passage is that when these days come and you are scared and you are afraid, that you do get a choice. You have a choice of what are you going to do. See, it's easy for me when I'm scared to keep looking at on CNN and look at my news stations and try to see what's going on, what's the new update. And that's what I do when I'm scared. But that tends to feed the fear and make me even more fearful. What the psalmist said was, when I am afraid, I choose what to do. I will trust in the Lord. One of the things I tell my children over and over is that this took us by surprise, but it didn't take the Lord by surprise. He still has a plan. He's still on the throne. He still knows what is going on. And so what do you do when you're scared and when you're afraid? Do you choose to trust or do you choose to give in to the fear? The psalmist said, when I'm afraid, I will trust in you. I choose to put my trust in the Lord because he knows what's going on. And so as you muddle through this, just know that we're all on the same team. We're all on your side. We're trying to make this as easy as possible for you. But also remember that you do have a choice. And if you choose, like the psalmist, to trust in the Lord, you're going to find that fear just slowly go away. When it comes back, you're like, I choose to trust in the Lord. So Psalm 56, verse 3, whenever I am afraid, I will trust in the Lord.